Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a big week packed with lots of exciting stuff. Got to start with the Marvel guys this week because they've got a million great books going on. Let's start with this guy. This is Black Panther #1. This is one of the many new first issues of new series Marvel's got rolling out. This guy doesn't need any introduction. He's probably the most popular movie star anywhere these days. Really great to have an opportunity for all the new fans to jump in on a brand new title. And lots of other new #1s rolling out. But while you're picking up some Black Panther, you can grab this guy. All new original graphic novel starring your favorite King of Wakanda. Big week for that guy. Big week for Star Wars. This is your regular issue. It's that number 48 I think we're getting up to. And annual number 4. I love me some annuals, some double-sized, self-contained, one-shot fun. But we've also got Dr. Aphra and Last Jedi Adaptation #2 and Poe Dameron. So it's a total Star Wars sweep. Put a little bit of this blurb in our newsletter this week. Always been encouraging you guys to check out the different stuff that they're doing with the Star Wars line. And this is a great week to do so since they've got all their ongoings and different stuff going on. I'm really liking all that Star Wars stuff. Big week for this guy too. Maybe you've already seen Deadpool 2. It was freakishly awesome. 3 Deadpool books this week. This is Spider-Man Deadpool, which is one that might be flying under your radar if you're only following Despicable or the main title, but this book's been a lot of fun. And You Are Deadpool #3, along with You Are Deadpool #4, because weekly isn't fast enough, so they had to get 2 books out this week for all of you zany Deadpool fans. Big week for X-Men too. This is X-Men Gold, building up to the big wedding issue. And Hunt for Wolverine, The Mystery of Madripoor. Good fun there. There's all kinds of this Hunt for Wolverine stuff going on, so if you're falling behind, you're going to want to catch up fast. Weapon X and Old Man Logan. That's plenty of Wolverinery for just about anybody, I would imagine. Old Man Hawkeye, tying in a little bit with that Old Man Logan. Cool Old Man Venom there on the cover. That's fun. Infinity Countdown Darkhawk. If you're a 90s comics fan, you've been eagerly awaiting the return of Darkhawk. And like the Hunt for Wolverine stuff, there's a lot of this Infinity Countdown stuff going on. So there's the main title, there's the one-shots, there's the tie-ins. So again, you're going to want to keep up because that stuff's coming fast and furious. Invincible Iron Man #600. Much like the Star Wars Annual, this guy is supersized. Not exactly a self-contained one-shot, but this wraps up, well, Bendis' whole Marvel run, really. This is the last Brian Michael Bendis Marvel comic. And like Black Panther, we'll get a new Iron Man #1 here very soon. Similarly with The Incredible Hulk, they'll be launching Immortal Hulk real soon, but just wrapping up all this totally awesome Hulk stuff that's been, well, totally awesome. And Doctor Strange, one of your many Avengers Infinity War co-stars, along with this guy, the Falcon. Seems like pretty much everybody is in a Marvel movie these days, except for this guy, Moon Knight, who probably deserves a movie or one of these Netflix shows or something. It'd be cool to see them do Moon Knight as part of the Daredevil Netflix world. Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider, and The Champions round out your very, very large stack of Marvel books for the week. Good time to be a Marvel fan. Great week for all the DC guys. How about some Justice League No Justice? This is the 3rd issue of the weekly series. Got a few copies of 1 and 2 still in stock. If you're a Justice League fan, a Titans fan, a Suicide Squad fan, you're definitely going to want to read these because when it all wraps up, it's going to be a very different looking DC universe. I want to mention a few of these Virgin covers, as they like to call them. That's the B cover for all the different DC books this week. All their B covers have themes, and this time they don't have logos. That's your Detective Comics, Batman Beyond, a really great Batgirl cover. You know, I always like to start with the Bat books. Super Sons, will be wrapping up here shortly as Bendis proceeds to take over the Superverse. Wonder Woman, with a cool Supergirl team-up cover there. Flash. This is the first issue of the Flash War. I know you're probably already reading Flash like everybody is, but if for some reason you're not, you're going to want to grab 46. That was the prequel to this whole Flash War thing, and then the whole shebang starts this week at number 47. A lot of buzz around that guy these days. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Been encouraging you guys to check out the different Green Lantern books. They're all a little different, but really cool. If you're a classic Green Lantern fan like me, then this is the one for you, because you love some Hal Jordan. Suicide Squad. Another book that really doesn't need much introduction. You probably already have this one on your list anyway, because it's got Harley Quinn, and everybody loves Harley Quinn. The Terrifics is one of your New Age of Heroes books for the week. This is the one I'm most excited about. Been talking up Plastic Man and Metamorpho. Great stuff in there. Silencer is your other New Age of Heroes book. Been liking this one because I'm a huge fan of John Romita Jr. And Hellblazer rounds out your Rebirth Universe proper stuff. But as always, there's more DC to talk about, like Mira, the Queen of Atlantis, one of the great women of comics. That's your mini-series for the week. Motherlands is your Vertigo book of the week. And Mother Panic Gotham AD is your Young Animal book of the week. Don't really have a Hanna-Barbera book this week, unfortunately, but again, always plenty of DC stuff to go around. And a good week for all the other guys, too. You know I love talking up some Mike Mignola. This is your new issue of Witchfinder, torn from the pages of Hellboy. Giles, number 4, wraps up your mini-series with the return of everyone's favorite librarian. That's your Buffyverse book of the week. Incognito Renaissance is one of the Karen Berger books for the week. Been talking up all the different Karen Berger stuff, and Incognito is really awesome. One of the really sort of unique premises going on in comics these days. Pick up the graphic novel for the original series and jump into the current series. Really great stuff. And Black Hammer, Age of Doom. It's your last Dark Horse book of the week, because I like to show you guys that they do much more than licensed property stuff. They also have a whole line of different creator-owned things, like this one from Jeff Lemire. Great stuff. A good week for the Image guys, too. Maybe you've heard Deadly Class is coming to your favorite Hell box at home. Everybody's loving Deadly Class. Seems like lots of Image things are getting licensed these days. Hit Girl, spinning out of Kick-Ass. Good to see Kick-Ass and Hit Girl back in comics. Days of Hate and Gasolina are two of the newer huge Image books these days. Always encouraging you guys to grab those first issues, because a lot of this Image stuff super takes off and you don't want to have to wait for the trade paperback. Gasolina is one of those books. Legendary Red Sonja is my Dynamite book of the week, because I'm always talking about what a great job Dynamite does with all of their stuff. And particularly this, they like to put their classic characters in new and interesting formats, and a steampunk Red Sonja is pretty cool. G.I. Joe and $6 Million Man is my IDW book of the week, because it's just as awesome as the title implies. If you're a 70s, 80s guy like me, you love some G.I. Joe, you love some $6 Million Man. It was described at Seattle Comic-Con as what it was like to play with the toys in your backyard. And I really believe that. The book's a lot of fun. And a couple Valiants to talk about. Shadow Man has just exploded recently. Number 1 and number 2 have already gone to reprint. This is the new issue. If you were a fan back in the day, you want to get into this. If you don't know about any of the old school Valiant, you want to get into it anyway, because Shadow Man's really awesome, along with Exo Manowar, one of my other favorite Valiant titles. Always encouraging you guys to put a Valiant book on your list. It's a pretty small week for the all ages stuff, but some of my very favorite books, like Looney Tunes. Who doesn't love Looney Tunes? Book doesn't come out very often, but it's really awesome. Always a lot of fun. If you got little ones, or if you just love Looney Tunes, pick up a comic, have some laughs. Not every comic has to be about the end of the world and all that kind of stuff. Scooby-Doo Team Up with my man Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Doesn't get any cooler than Blue Falcon, and it doesn't get any cooler than Scooby Team Up. Grab those trade paperbacks. They've just done 100,000 awesome team-ups with this book. You won't believe all the cool co-stars, challengers of the unknown, on and on and on and on. Scooby Team Up's been a lot of fun. A lot of great books this week, so make sure you check those shipping lists. Get down to your shop, pick up something fun to read. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out at Facebook. Check us out at black-cat-comics.com. Check out our cool YouTube channel. Check out the podcast at soundcloud.com. Or just get on down here to the good old brick and mortar in Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.